Hey, Rocco.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Jeremy versus Jazz, and this is Guitar is Freaking Art, especially when you're holding two Mike Landau custom shop Strats, the 68 or 67 with the big headstock, just killer. I actually bought this guitar from Ford Thurston. Ford is a monster. You gotta check him out. Killer guitar. And my favorite one, the 63 Fiesta Red over Sunburst. And the reason why I'm holding them at the same time, I can play them both like Michelangelo Baggio. Just kidding. I want to talk to you about my favorite Mike Landau record that I've heard right now. And I feel like I've heard a ton of his stuff, both his solo stuff and all the stuff he's been on over the years. I used to scour the back of records and fantasize about being a studio musician, just like Mike. Be like Mike. So the record I'm talking about is called Document, and it's by a super group that had kind of a revolving door called Charisma, K-A-R-I-Z-M-A. Here's the thing, if you try to just look up the band or artist Charisma, K-A-R-I-Z-M-A, you're gonna find a hip hop DJ, a crazy ass superbike, a Serbian metal band, and this fucking guy. So you gotta type in Charisma Document in your stream, or you ain't gonna find it. Document is a live album, hence the name. So it has all the energy that implies. And it features Mike Landau on guitar, the incredible Vinnie Colaiuta on drums, Neil Steubenhaus on bass, and David Garfield on keyboards. I think what makes this record stand out from other stuff of Landau's and other stuff from the late 90s, this is from like 2000. And even a few years later, some other things I've heard Landau on where he's using that process sound that he's kind of famous for. This record is real Hendrixy, except with more harmonic content. And I think what sets it apart is Mike Landau mixed this record, which might explain why he just sounds so amazing. But also the drum sounds are killer. They're super, I'm not gonna say dry, but they're not overly processed. I mean, you can hear every hit of Vinnie's, and the two of them just go at it together. There are several like duels between Landau and Colaiuta that are just insane. Like it's just jazz fusion of the highest order. I mean, it's just great music. And the other guys sound amazing too. There's one in particular killer piano, not synthesizer, electric keyboard, but acoustic piano solo, just burning from Garfield. They do a Weather Report tune called Palladium that's awesome. And all the tunes are great. Now, Document's not the only record where Landau is using this incredible gainy tone that doesn't have all the chorusing on it. I'm in my car right now and I was listening to a David Garfield record called State of Things from 2005, and a lot of Landau's tone on that record is a little more processed than I like, but they do a version of If 6 Was 9 with Simon Phillips on drums, and Landau just frickin' destroys it, as does Simon Phillips. Amazing. But he's using that tone on that tune. So I kind of feel like that's his Hendrix thing a little bit, as opposed to his 90s session player tone. So what's really cool about Document is he's using that Hendrix tone on the whole record on every track. So that's why I dig it so much. This record just sounds amazing. Really, it's kind of like, it answers the question, what if Jimi Hendrix hadn't died, played with Miles Davis, learned a little bit more about harmony, expanded his vocabulary a little bit, but took all his amazing genius shit, using the best kind of overdrive tone, whatever, and kind of was playing with like a jazz fusion group. That's kind of what Landau sounds like on this record. Anyhow, Document by Charisma. Look for it. There it is. Trust me. Trust me on this. Whoa.